you can see almost the same, but still we have some errors or something is not correct. Like what? Here, application name, icons is missed, right? And this here we have drop down, but in our we don't have. So we will go to developer tools and check what is error, what is missed. Here we have many missed file, like what? Power minimum inside assets. The URL is not correct. Yes, we only updated that for jQuery, but we didn't write the correct URL or right path for remaining files. Now we have 9 errors. Let's refresh, and now we have only 3. That means we are moving in the right direction. Let's close this to see. Yes, almost the same. Here maps, we need to find it here. Yes, in nav bar part, this is the title of the page or header or whatever you want to name. Let's make it home, for example. But this is in layout, right? So this should be something like that. View bag dot title. If we have title in view bag, it will be displayed here like that. Home page. What else? Icons still not there. So what is missed here? Still we have fonts is not there. We didn't copy fonts file or fonts folder from assets. We can copy the folder with its all contents to our assets and try to refresh. Now icons is displayed correctly and we don't have any error. Let's try this, and drop down is working. Let's go to another, and about is working, but still we have some problems here. Our home page is working perfectly and we have the footer, but about page still have a problem here. Let's go to about page here or about view and see. Yes, here we don't have the main part. In our HTML template, the content started with card. We only copied those divs and stopped here, right? But we didn't copy card. In home page or in index view, we have jump button and row. All this have the same effect. We can update it to use cards, but about page we need to add card here. Div class equal card. We have also what else? Card header. Let's say class equal card header. And card header, here we have only text, so take this and then card body. We will copy the remaining and no need for this header. Save, refresh our page, about page, and here is it, right? Good. And contact page the same. It is just put your content inside div with class card. refresh our contact page, and here is it. Still we have an issue with icon here. Let's go to layout and check the sidebar, the icon here, logo menu. Yes. Do you remember in our template we have icon, which is CT, and then the name. Inside two divs, we only kept the logo but removed this. So here it is almost the same, but still have a mini or a tiny difference. Just here logo mini class and here logo normal. So we will use logo normal instead of mini. Normal. Save and refresh our page. Here is it. Notice that the background for homepage is different than the background for about and contact. Here is white, but here there is no difference. Why? Because in homepage we didn't added a div card. So let's do that. In index div plus equal card and div class. We don't need a header for our card, so we just add div for body. Sorry. And copy the content or move the content inside our card body and refresh the page and see the difference. It is better. And start to remove icons or parts from navbar like that. We don't need it on our application. So in layout we will go to navbar and looking for this drop down to remove it. It is here, right? It says list item. I will move it completely. Refresh, gun. This we don't need, which is first item here, and refresh, gun. In our application we may need search, so we will keep it. Of course we need the user avatar, we will keep this, and that's it. Only one part is missing or not missing, need to be fixed. The active link here, see, still the last one is active. Why? Because in sidebar the last list item, the only one has active class. If we edit this class to another one and refresh, we have to, but actually we must set it based on the active page. Now we in our list we don't have any item has active class, and when we refresh all will be like that. We don't know which one is active, right? So to keep track of which class is active, I have a small trick. Need some code. Sometimes it does not work for all scenarios, but in small application it will work. First thing, I like to add sidebar part to a partial view. We will add a new view, create a partial view, make it sidebar. Why? why I'm doing that? To make it simple, when I want to update the sidebar only, I will open this partial view. No need to go through the long layout page, right? And I removed all code and I'll keep it here. And here, instead of, I will use at html.render partial. Sorry, site bar. That's it. And if we refreshed, sorry, what is it? Sorry, this should be out like that. Also the navbar I will create a separate partial view for it to make it simple. Control X, Control V, saves, and in layout I will use html.render partial, and it's keeping adding nav bar. The name of partial view is not case sensitive, so if you write it with capital letter or small letters, it will work or will be accepted, and the compiler will not give you an error. Sorry, we refreshed. It is the same. Everything is working as before. Here, the trick was talking about how to make it active bar, which is working perfectly with a small size application. Here I will add, sorry, just one, var controller equal, I will use request context dot route data dot values of action. Sorry, here I don't need controller because I have only one controller, so what I need is action. And let's rename this action and dot make it use toString to lower to make it simple for you. And here I will add this class equal and use in line F action equal index add active else empty class or empty string, and we will copy that for all. I will change only the action name that I compare against and save the file. Try to refresh. Here we don't have which is active, right? If we refresh, about link should be with a white background. Here's it. If we move to contact, it will be white. If we move to home, it will be white. Of course, you can make it or use it with a complex scenarios, but it will need more maintenance and more effort and more complex code from your side. That's it. We finished. We applied all our HTML template to our application. If we need to add new view, like any view, let's go to our home controller or another controller, no problem, but let's focus on only applying public action result. Make it demo and make it view bag dot message equal demo view and return. Sorry, it is a method, not a property. Build. Okay. Add view. Demo without t, but it is not partial view. Be sure for that. Add demo. Here we need to, do you remember our card? Def plus equal card def class. I will not add header, just card body. View bag dot message. Okay. And going to our sidebar, add a new link. Just copy that and change. This will be demo. Refresh. And we have our demo here. This demo view. Okay. Another thing, we have here the icon is repeated, right? So from our template we have a file for icons, or you can use another icon from Font Awesome or any icon provider. We can use this cube, this design app. I think it's used, right? In our, yeah, it's used. Let's see or select another icon which is not used before. Let's design palette here. This is but actually the full, we need to inspect it. The full name is different. Yes, I have a prefix and the class name. Yeah, it is the same, just no problem. We replace all and refresh our page, our demo page, and now it is changed. That's it. That's what I usually do to apply a template, even if it is totally new for me and it is first time I am using that template. I am try to be familiar with the template static pages and trying to open template in a static or in text editor to be familiar with HTML and be familiar with its CS files, JavaScript files, or CSS classes, and after that start apply it part or section by section to my web application. These steps I am following even if my web application, it is a new web application, I am creating it from scratch, or a legacy application need just to revamp its UI. At the end, thank you for watching, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any comments or any question, please ask me in comments. See you again.